Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Carol. I'm an author, a healer, and a fairy whisperer. And I work with Morgan and the Sisters of Avalon, as well as the entire fairy realm. And now, while we're still in the new moon energy of January, they would like me to talk to you about how to maintain your energy level at a very high place. And to do that, we're going to bring in information about the pixies. And I know people have been asking me to do pixies for some time, and I have set out to do this video numerous times, and something has always happened. And now I can see why, because they particularly wanted to be associated with the January 24th, 2020 new moon. Now, pixies, as they present themselves, are very much earth fairies. Therefore, they are aligned to Gob, the monarch of the earth fairies, and the earth fairy kingdom, which includes the gnomes, all the fairies that make up the landscape of the earth. They're also the fairies of the minerals, the rocks, the trees, the plants, the flowers. This is a huge category, a huge kingdom of fairies that fall into this area. And the pixies are the ones that literally work with a place, a landscape, and more particularly, they are saying a sacred space and maintain the energy of that place at a high level. Now feel into that for a moment as to what that means. Visualize a place like Stonehenge, of course, immediately comes to mind. Or it can be a sacred place that you know and only a few people know. It can be in the middle of this beautiful forest. And you come upon it and you instantly, even though it's not marked, feel that it is hallowed ground. You just know, stepping into it, that the energy is different. And that is because you are literally being kissed by the pixies. And what they mean by that, they were trying to show me this earlier. They were saying that they love when people come into their area to literally wrap around a person. So imagine them, they're energy beings, of course, like all fairies, utilizing that high energy that they have and wrapping around you like a warm hug. And this is a greeting. And this is why, once again, when you're stepping on into an area that is hallowed ground, that you instantly feel the change. You may not be a person that reads energy, but still you can feel the change in your own being as you step into that area, and it is different. They're wanting me to pause and say it's like stepping into a fairy circle. How many of you have ever stepped into a fairy circle and not realized it until you were in the middle of it? Me, especially when I was first starting out on this path. And what can happen is this can be a beautiful area that can be the circle of mushrooms that you traditionally think of, and suddenly you're in the middle of it and you're like, oh my goodness, did I kick over any of the mushrooms? Or it can be a rock formation is what they're showing me, where the rocks form this circular motion. And that is the same sensation, the same feeling you would be getting as you literally step into a realm that has high pixie activity in it. Now I'm pausing for a moment because they're saying, they want me to stress that pixies can be in any area of this earth. So we think of them as being connected with hallowed ground, very sacred spaces, maintaining that high, distinct energy blueprint. But they are also found, they are saying, everywhere. So where there is strife, you can find pixie activity. And what they're saying right now is that would be key for us, for those of us that work with the fairy realm, to actually go and connect with the pixies of that area and ask them to work with you on creating a beautiful high energy and maintaining it in an area that is filled with strife right now. They're linking this with the new building of the new earth. And this is so important, especially at this particular gateway right now with this new moon energy that continues at least for one more day and probably even longer till toward the end of the month. We have so much going on in this respect. They're wanting me to pause. We are still talking about pixies, but they're bringing in that this is an intense time of celebration. So they're telling me to say, woohoo! So everyone take a moment and in your own way, dance, sing, celebrate. Even if what you see going around you has you like this right now. They're wanting you to take that energy. This is how they're linking it in, that high energy of celebration, and bring it into this moment and hold on to it. Now, I can hear from different people who will be watching this video, and we'll just say from the collective in general, and myself included, of course. But when there's so much going on that is creating fear within us right now, all the things that are being stirred up so that we can look at them and release them into this new way of being. How do we maintain a high energy when this is occurring? And this, once again, is a good time for us to think about literally connecting with pixies, because this is what they are divinely sent here to do. They go to a place, they literally, as they are saying, bring light to the place. They're linking this in with unicorns, who are true light bringers. And we will be going into unicorns in another video very, very soon. But they literally bring their divine light, the light they've been gifted with by the divine, into the place. And then it is the pixie's job to maintain it at that high divine level. They are going to work with us after I talk a bit more about the pixies, about the current energies, on a meditation that will help us literally connect with a sacred area that has the high pixie concentration. And then the pixies are going to teach us, it looks like through release and through facing certain aspects of our lives, how to maintain that high level of energy, which is so crucial to ascension. And I get reminded consistently that people are new to this idea of ascension that might be coming onto this channel. So if this is something you've not heard of before, ascension is something that is happening to our earth right now. It's moving from a very dense, fear-based, third-dimensional reality, which the earth has held for so long, and literally lifting it up through the fourth dimension and into the fifth dimension, which is all about unity consciousness and how we are all connected. And it's about love. It's a love-based consciousness filled with love and light. All right, now back to the idea of pixies. The other information that they want me to come through with right now, they want me to talk about how pixies are represented in books and television and film in particularly. So of course you know where we're going to go with this, because the most famous pixie that I'm aware of is Tinkerbell. However, and this is what they want me to state clearly, in Peter Pan, the book by James Barrie, Tinkerbell is a fairy. She is not designated a pixie until she becomes the heroine in the Disney movie and then the Tinkerbell series. So this they're literally setting my hand on fire right now because they're like, we want you to talk about this. All right. So in Peter Pan, Tinkerbell is a fairy. And she literally does douse people with what James Barrie calls fairy dust. And that helps them in Peter Pan to be able to fly. Now, Disney took this, and Tinkerbell was made a pixie. And then she had pixie dust, which is very bright dust, which links back into a truth that pixies are, how did they put it? They bring light into an area. And so that connects with the beautiful bright light of the pixie dust. It does not necessarily make a person fly, except in their spirit, in their energy level. So they wanted me to say that. They want me also to link into the Disney TV series of Tinkerbell, where in Pixie Hollow you have the keeper of the pixie dust, and that is something that is given to each pixie that maintains their energy high, and it is very bright and filled with light. So you see how the person that was creating this story from the James Barrie story literally was drawing in from the divine, from the pixies, from the fairy realm, truths about pixies, and bringing it into that series. They're saying, hooray, hooray! Oh, this is fabulous. I hope you're feeling into this energy right now. How wonderful. All right. They're saying also, I think I mentioned this before, they love people. So when you go into these areas, they will want to connect with you. And, you might be at the point like we were working with last time where we're still learning how to see that energy or hear their voices, but you can feel them. And this is what they're stating. It is a very strong difference between walking through down the street, although they're saying you can connect with us while you're doing that, and walking into a hallowed area with high pixie activity. This is where literally they're showing the hair on the nape of your neck standing up, and you getting the feeling almost like electricity running through you. That is you connecting with the pixie realm. They're saying right now, for those of you that visually connect, they might not take a Tinkerbell form for you, although they might if you were really expecting that and you're asking them to do that. They would most likely be golden sparkles of light, which is what they're showing me right now. And they're very beautiful. And I see sparkles of green light for the fairy light coming in with them too. They're saying that when they meet with you, they will not only wrap around you, but they will do the scan of your person and literally see where you need energy healing. And this is what they're going to do very shortly with the meditation right now. They just showed me on the recording of 1414, a very sacred sign, and they're linking this to the day, which is January 26th. And as I said, we're still in the second day after the new moon. And this is all about your connection to nature and the fairy realms and maintaining that high level of energy within you and your life. All right. Anything else, Pixies, before we go ahead and let you help us with your sacred ritual meditation right now? They are sending blessings to us through that time that we're in. And they're saying, no matter what is going on in your life, if you have things like health concerns, if you have financial concerns, if you're in a relationship that is rocky and you might be needing to leave it at this point, or you are wanting to stay with it and move through the rockiness, if you have children and they are going through traumas right now, if you're wanting to be creative right now and you feel as if you're being thwarted, anything that is bringing this sorrow into your life right now, they can help us literally see it and work through it and release it and maintain the high energy that lets you move through this phase of ascension. And that is why they wanted the video to be today. All right. I'm just going to take a drink of water right now as we get ready to move on into this beautiful, they're calling it ritual meditation. So I would like you to put your feet flat on the floor and allow yourself to grow roots. Silver roots, of course, because we are with the fairy realm and also going into the Earth Star chakra. And we're going about a foot below where your feet are resting. If your feet are not on the ground right now, they're saying from wherever you are, find a way to get those roots from your feet, even if they're not touching the ground, into the earth. All right, we're going to take 3 very deep breaths together. They are specific with the 3. So on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, inhale. Exhale. They're showing the pixie energy coming up with us on the next inhale. See the golden light coming in through your roots as we inhale. 1, 2, 3, inhale. Coming up into your heart. Hold it there a moment. See it swirling around. Now exhale it back down into the earth. 1, 2, 3. Inhaling it up one more time. 1, 2, 3. Into the heart chakra. And now exhale it. Back into the earth. They want you to feel into the energy of the earth right now. Gaia, they're saying, is a powerhouse. And she has been going through so much transformation and growing. They want you to feel into her energy and feel her mother strength right now within you. I see Gaia joining us. She and the pixies now would like you to, in your mind, see a hallowed space. It can be a famous one. It can be the Avalon Tour in Glastonbury, England. It can be Stonehenge. I'm picking all these UK places. It can be Easter Island. It can be anywhere on this earth. They're stressing to stay within the earth realm right now, so we will not be going to Avalon. However, Avalon is going to help us. All right. Now, as you choose this hallowed area, make sure that your roots are grounded into it. Now, we are going to call forth the pixies. And so, by the powers of Avalon, and the fairy kingdoms, we call forth the pixies of this hallowed earth to us right now. Those that are able to attend us, and we ask them now to assist us in learning how to work with their energies. Now, what they are showing, they're showing me our roots, literally going very deep, but then branching out and literally going out into this hallowed ground that you have chosen. And the pixies are now literally coming forth to each of us. This is the wonderful thing right now that I was able to record this. I've been doing lives for so long, but they will literally be able to come to each of you in this recording and do their spin around you. So right now, feel yourself be blanketed with the pixie energy swirling around you. 1, 2, 3 times. Now, right now, if you're feeling almost a sensation of cool water, they're saying cool honey. That is so funny, and I'll tell you why in a moment. Almost like cool honey going down your forehead, down your throat, your chest, your torso, all the way down to your roots, your legs, your feet. Now, this they're saying is to cleanse us of anything that we've taken on in the earth right now that is not of a high vibration. What they want us to do is literally utilize the energy that they've wrapped us in. And on our next exhale, we're going to breathe it down through our roots into this hallowed area. So on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, inhale. Feel the golden pixie light coming up through you into your heart. And now exhale it through your roots. 1, 2, 3, exhale. Down through your body, your legs, your feet, your roots. See it literally spilling out into the hollowed ground. A beautiful golden light. Now, what the pixies want you to feel is the energy of this place you have chosen. As that energy literally is permeating you right now, there is a very beautiful sensation of Mother Gaia and love and light that is blending with the pixie energy. So we're getting a double blessing here. Now the pixies want us once again to breathe in their energies down into our heart area. And they're asking us to take and allow that energy to filter out any images from this moment in time that might be hindering you from maintaining a high level of energy. So see what thoughts, images, audio voices that you hear, any intuitive knowings come forth, and see what they're saying needs to be transmuted is the best word. They're showing it blossoming up like a honey blossom, they're saying. Let that image come forth and watch as the golden pixie light literally encompasses it and transmutes it. And now that energy of the pixies is coming back into you. Feel yourself raising up and literally mirroring the energy of this hallowed place that you are in. Now the pixies are asking you to bring up anything within the last year that might need to be released at this moment. See what comes forth. Once again, they're wanting me to say it can be fears of any kind. Let them come forth and watch as the pixies wrap them, those thoughts, those images, that knowing in a golden light. And the pixies are gifting that golden light back to your heart again. You can be feeling your heart at this point growing lighter and the energy literally spreading across your chest. So not just where we think of the heart chakra, but going into the high heart and also completely going from side to side of the chest. Now they want you to take a larger jump. They are saying, call up images from 2 to 5 years ago that no longer serve you. And if you have a bunch of images coming forth, that is fine. Let them swell forth. Now the pixies are going to take them, and this time they're sending that golden honey, almost liquid light over and wrapping it up almost like a bow and transmuting it into beauty, into a beautiful new creation, which they gift back to us in our heart chakra again. Now they're going to do a tremendous jump. We're going to call forth anything from 11 to 25 years. Anything that does not serve you, let that swell forth. They're saying take it even farther, extend it throughout your life. So we're going to be going literally now, the whole totality of this earth life that you are in. Allow any images to come forth. The pixies are dancing around this, blessing it with their beautiful golden light and transmuting it. So it is just golden light from the divine and gifting that light back to you into your heart. Breathe into that. They want you to feel into a sense of relaxation. I can't even talk. Relaxation. That's true pixie bliss right now. And just celebrate the moment of you truly being at one with this pixie energy up this hallowed spot. Feel into it. And now the pixies ask you, if you had the ability to do this all the time, would you come back to us? Would you repeat this ritual meditation? And I'm hearing so many of you say yes. And they welcome you at this point to come back whenever you wish. And they're saying it doesn't have to be this hallowed spot. It can be any place that you want to go. They're saying you can call the pixies to it. And they want me to reiterate, this will be the pixies that are able to leave a spot. We're not going to be asking pixies that are very, very, strong in their work ethic to leave a spot that, they absolutely cannot leave. These are pixies who are here to work with us as well as maintaining an area at a high level of energy. All right, well, I know right now I am basking in a pixie glow, and I hope you take that energy and utilize it throughout this day, throughout tomorrow, throughout the rest of January. And I hope you will come back to the pixies anytime you feel guided. I want to now thank the pixies who have worked with us. I would like to thank Gob and the Earth Fairies, indeed all the fairy kingdoms, Morgan, who has been with me, and all the sisters of Avalon as well. They wanted me to pause and talk about why I was so giggly about the honey reference. And that is because one of the great myths about pixies is that they will ride on the backs of bees and help them pollinate their flowers. And the pixies are just giggling. We can do that, but it is not their sole purpose for being. So that's a beautiful myth. And you can see how it kind of came to be, because it's like that dust, the pollen from the flower that's being pollinated by the bee. It's almost like the pixie fairy dust that they would be leaving behind. So it's a beautiful myth that, has its elements in truth, because that pixie energy is very golden, like honey, and fluid. So that's why they were so giggly during that point. All right, I'm asking if there's anything else. The thing that keeps coming through is, please take time to celebrate you, the beauty of you, the beautiful work you're doing right now on this earth plane. All the people, the animals, the plants, the flowers, the trees, nature herself, everyone that you are working with and helping, as well as healing yourself. Take time to celebrate that. Woohoo! And know that you are doing divine work and you are being divinely guided throughout this time. All right. They want me to, once again, thank you for tuning in. I will guide you to my website, everythingfairy.co, where you can check out the books and the classes and the workshops and the fairy parties and performances there. They're saying I am also really going to start offering some unique fairy readings. So if you want to get in on this, where we'll be connecting with your actual fairies and then tuning in with readings for that, please let me know down in the comments and we'll start getting that set up for you. So thank you once again for tuning in. I hope you all just revel in this magical new moon and pixie energy today. And really, I just want to say I love you, I honor you, I bless you, and have a magical, magical day. Until next time, dear ones.